shitting Peugeot driver.
Hello again all you crack smoking shitting drivers, and welcome back to another incredible episode of the SPD. We are going to be having another good old name and shame session for those classic middle lane knobs and general idiots out there. But before we begin, a quick note for the viewers that are sensitive snowflakes out there. If you don't like offensive language, then fuck off. Click another video as this one won't be for you. Now on to the first video. Here we are pulling onto the M3 on a glorious January afternoon. A good stretch of fast motorway, might I add. However, not long after pulling on we find our first penis smoker. I tell you all, on a 3-lane motorway, what is the driving lane? Not the fucking middle lane. As we edge closer in the driving lane, the dickhead still doesn't move over, and of course, it is a BMW. We all know that BMW stands for Big Man Woolly. However, this man has clearly a small woolly and brain. Let's go back to do a classic bit of name and shame. Yes, that is ULP64ZFL in the dark grey BMW Z4 near the A303 junction. Complete knob. Let's move on to our next video. This time on a cold January night on the glorious road of the M25. Famous for being filled with lazy drivers who do not use it properly. First of all, we come past a red Ford Fiesta straight away, hanging in lane 2 rather than correctly moving into the driving lane. You are lucky this dash cam is shit for number plate reading in the dark. However, as it is fact that COVID-19 is part of natural selection and that it should be allowed to spread across the population, rather than shielding the population and paving the way for us to be wiped out by a more severe virus in the future, it is also fact that this is not the only person in this short space of time we will see not driving correctly. As we can see further ahead, there is a bone idle shit cunt waiting to be exposed. As we fast forward the clip, we can see this Volkswagen SUV clearly feeling the need to stick in the third lane of the motorway. I assume either they are incapable of using a 4-lane road, or they have too many small children in the back that have been kidnapped and they do not want them to wake up from changing lanes. You have made me move from the driving lane to the fastest lane to overtake you. You cunt in a navy blue VW Touareg. Registration beginning with LX20. Learn to drive. On to the next clip. And don't you just love a construction worker in a white van who just doesn't give a shit about traffic lights? Fair play for being so bold, but this sort of idiocy gets people killed. Either he is brain damaged, or just a moron. Anyway, on to the next one. Yes, a classic nighttime drive on the M25 again. How many people can we spot this time driving like a nonce? And yes, here we are, a lovely white Range Rover Sport with a personalized plate beginning with J and ending in S. Did daddy not pay for driving lessons as well as the car? Crazy motherfucker for not moving over lane. Now in front of this chap seems to be another middle lane hanging knob. Seems like this syndrome is as infectious as COVID. Let's call it middle lanatitis. For good measure, let's do a good deed and overtake them on the inside. Looks like a black Kia Rio doing the dirty on this one, but too far away to see the registration unfortunately. On to the next video. A good bit of snow we have recently. Time to drive more carefully and calmly with the treacherous road conditions. However, not according to these guys. You love to see someone going backwards on the roundabout. I mean, for if you are going to power slide, do it right. Spin out and you are left looking like a bit of a cunt. In this case it is a sewage colored BMW 3 Series registration W235 DMG. You look a bit of a knobmate compared to the guy in the Lexus who could do it right. Anyways. To finish off, here is another classic black VW Golf in the third lane, driving like a dickhead on the M25. Right, troopers. Thanks for watching this episode of Name and Shame. If you want to see more, keep liking and subscribing, putting a comment below. I want to see lots of hate for these dickheads. As always, if you have any of your own videos that you want me to show on the SPD, please send them to our email address. Thanks for watching, and see you again for another episode soon. I will see you on the road.